looks super Asian. He dyes his hair.
Scials! Are you just right now? I don't look Asian? Who do I look like?
Recently, Jasontheween has been under a little bit of
crazy picture. Insane photo. This is crazy.
Controversy due to the Fung Bros, a YouTube channel of two people, those being David and Andrew, who normally have conversations about Asian culture or Asian related things, calling Jasontheween out for not being Asian enough. A few of the claims in the video made were so insane, like how he looks, apparently it's not Asian enough, the fact that he even associates with people outside of Asians like white people, and a bunch of other things that we're definitely gonna dive into.
So Asians can't, what? I'm lost. Yeah, you gotta fill me in because I'm lost.
But I'm getting a little ahead of myself, so let's start from the very beginning with who even is Jasontheween for anyone that's truly unaware.
Mommy.
Jasontheween is a pretty popular American streamer who made his come up off risk content along with playing Valorant, and now more recently he does IRL streaming along with collabs mainly with other streamers, but sometimes even music artists. He's also a part of the group named FaZe Clan, who are a content group of other streamers slash content creators. But more recently, the reason that Jasontheween is in drama is because he reacted to this video right here by the Fung Bros, which unfortunately is deleted now due to Jason's reaction and the hate that they were getting because of it. And I wanted to go over some of the clips I saw purely because even though I'm not Asian, from my perspective, I still feel like they are idiotic because of the claims that they made.
Mean that everybody in the non-Asian spaces, white, black, Latino spaces, has to sell out Asian men just to exist and dye their hair blonde, because we got to get into these comments. Okay.
What the fuck did he just say?
Dye their hair white, black, Latino
That they made.
Mean that everybody in the non-Asian spaces, white, black, Latino spaces, has to sell out Asian men just to exist and dye their hair blonde, because we got to get into these comments. Okay.
Yeah, he tried too hard with that sentence. That's not true at all. Black motherfuckers should give a fuck less about me. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers dye their hair blonde because it's a cool fucking look, fucking style. You see what I'm saying? Motherfuckers get their dreads, they might dye the tips blonde. That has nothing to do with being fucking Asians. That has nothing to do with motherfuckers wanting to be Asian. You get what I'm saying? Now that just made me mad. Like, what the fuck? That's not true at all. Nothing is wrong with being pro-Asian, but you see what I'm saying? When you start saying shit that's not true, it starts fucking triggering. Yeah, he's making Asians look real bad.
Outback steak.
Outback, hold on real quick. You see what I'm saying? We gonna be there in a little bit. We gonna be there in a few. Hold on.
Bro, hold on.
That everybody in the non-Asian spaces, white, black, Latino spaces, has to sell out Asian men just to exist and dye their hair blonde, because we got to get into these comments. Okay. By the way.
So, because I dyed my hair, I'm not trying to be Asian anymore. I'm white now, y'all. I dyed my hair. I am now.
Understands much of this stuff.
Right.
I don't think he's like thinking about it, then violating. He's just being him and trying to get his.
I just don't think he thinks about Asian American representation very much at all.
Yeah, he's like the Asian guy in the white frat.
Yeah.
And the white frat's a bunch of guys that are trying to act black. Right?
By the way, this is not to take away.
I'm getting trolled. I'm getting rage baited. No. What? I'm trying to be in a white frat?
Calling Jasontheween basically the token Asian in his friend group is actually just disrespectful. They just seem like the most uninformed people that don't even watch Jasontheween at all. I can't even say they watch clips, because if you do, you would know that Jason is actually friends with a lot of Asian people and has recently even went on a trip with a bunch of his Asian friends. And I'm only bringing that up because they say that he doesn't think about Asian representation at all when he does things like this, because most of the people he's pushing up are other Asian content creators. I feel like like that's the representation that you would want, especially since they're going to be the ones who go on and also represent your community as well. I don't understand what they truly want, and I understand just having Asian friends or having a friend of a specific race doesn't mean that you're not being hypocritical or being disrespectful to that race. But I'm just saying that he doesn't represent Asians period at all in his content would just be a complete lie of someone who does not watch his content at all or consume it in any way, shape, or form. But outside of that, dyeing your hair, does that mean you don't like your culture or don't represent Asian culture anymore? That literally would make no sense. He likes the color blonde on his hair, so that's why he changed his hair to blonde. And originally, it wasn't even his decision. He was just doing it for a sub goal, saw it, liked it, and even got compliments from other people, so he decided to.
It's confusing me. Make sure y'all boys hit the subscribe button, but it's confusing me because, like, I don't know. Sometimes I don't even notice the color of motherfuckers' hair. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't worry about other men that much. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't worry about men that much to even see the color of their hair sometimes. You get what I'm saying? Like, some people might have fucking red, blonde tips on their fucking hair. And I don't even see it because I really don't give a damn that much. But apparently this guy just cares about everything. Let me look at this guy up and down, see what the fuck he has on, see his drip, see his hairstyle, see all that shit. Come on, bro. Leave that shit in 2020 COVID days. You see what I'm saying? That's the days you could be weird like that. But these type of days, man, leave that shit in the past.
Keep that same hair color. That doesn't remove him from being Asian at all. And I don't understand why it would. Well, honestly, I do. He's trying to say that he's dyeing his hair so he can look white. But I'm being honest, if dyed blonde hair is your criteria for someone looking white, I think you need a better scale and some better glasses.
YouTube, where a lot of, I would never walk into a room full of white or black people and expect them to have watched Fung Bros.
Yes, I agree, you know. So I guess Jasontheween.
Okay, good for you. Do I have to be like them and just be in an Asian niche? Is that what they?
Hell no, you don't have to be like them. Do not be like them. You get what I'm saying? Because that just limits, it just limits you. There's no reason for you to limit yourself. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? There's no point of even thinking that.
What?
Of anybody else. By the way, guys, there's actually Asian streamers that are technically bigger than him and may just make as much money as him, but they're more isolated in what we consider Asian niches.
Why do I have to be trapped in the Asian niche? I love my Asians, but why can't I just be a streamer? I can't just be a streamer?
You could, Jason. You're a streamer, Jason.
And also who?
Asian community.
Blast off.
Get the fuck out of there. Yeah. Yeah, like the Gators. Yeah, like the Gators. My bad, John. My bad.
Why do I have to be categorized in the Asian only niche? Bro, I love my Asians, bro. And I'm pretty sure most of my demographic is Asian, bro. Look, if I go to Seaside right now, it's straight Asians and they probably know me. But it's like, I don't need to only be seen and known to Asians. I'm getting rage baited. This can't be real.
I don't trust any Asian mainstream content creator that caters to non-Asians.
Hold on, bro. That's not what the comment said.
I don't trust any Asian mainstream content creator that caters to non-Asians.
I don't even, bro, why do I need to cater to Asians, bro? Oh my God, man.
I'm gonna be real. At this point, what they're saying, it just seems like they mad that Jason got more motion than them because he doesn't only have an audience full of Asian people. When he himself can see his own analytics and him claiming that, hey, my demographic is mostly Asian, I would probably believe him. But even outside of that, once you become so big, you can't just keep a demographic of your own culture or your own ethnicity, race, none of that. Like Guy Sinat, if you were to sit here and be like, Guy Sinat just isn't a good representation of the black community because I know black, white, all types of people watch him, it would be like, well, no, duh, because he is that big of a creator, which is the level that Jason is getting on. He is just so big that a bunch of different people are going to watch him. Again, I am black and I have sat and watched some Jasontheween streams or a couple of clips here and there. Like, I would consider myself a fan of him, and that's just because his content isn't just specifically Asian, which is another claim that they made. Like, he's just not trapped in the Asian niche, which is probably just something he doesn't want to do. He doesn't have to be a good representation of the community by just doing what you would consider a specific Asian niche. Why do you want to put yourself or your own community in a box of being like, hey, to be Asian, you have to do X, Y, and Z. And instead, just have some people break out of that and be like, hey, you can be Asian and do this. You can be Asian and do that. He's just paving a way to show people that you don't have to be trapped in a specific box. So it just seems like these two people are trying to put their own community in. And again, I will say, I am not Asian, so maybe just take my opinions with a grain of salt.
You know, he doesn't look super Asian. Asian, he dyes his hair.
Scials! Are you dead right now? I don't look Asian? Who do I look like? Bro, no. Hold on.
Fan base is non-Asian. You know,
My fan base is mostly Asians and Mexican.
Yeah.